Hey everybody, Michael Snyder here, California Weather Watch. Today is August 1st, and right now we're looking at the combination of Doppler radars across California, Nevada, and Arizona. You can see some of this activity across even some of the Southern California metro here. Probably better chance for some of this reaching the ground out towards Oceanside here, maybe even all the way out to I-5. But of course, better chances, like always, across the higher terrain. And this is going to go on in through the day today. You can see the green line marking where those thunderstorms could occur off to the right of that green line. Some of the Las Vegas area, Death Valley along the California-Nevada border there as well. Another couple days here, this monsoon moisture before it starts to move up north across Nevada, maybe Northern California, and then we're really going to shut down the monsoon for probably a week or so coming up. We'll take a look at these details. We'll take a look at just how strong that ridge is going to get. Been somewhat of a downward trend in the ridge, and just how hot we're going to get following this monsoon surge here, so that's a good thing, right? Now, we're going to just go ahead and dive into the mid-level water vapor loop here, and you can see the monsoon moisture over the region now suppressing temperatures. Death Valley didn't even get to 120 yesterday, and you can see some of these showers flying around across Southern California and up across some of the California-Nevada border here. So here we are looking at the 8 meter above ground smoke density. This is the most recent HER run here, and you can see some of that flat fire smoke making its way down the California coast into central California. But you don't see much more smoke right now from the York fire. I don't know if they got it fully contained or if it's just not producing much smoke here to show up. Maybe just a little bit here. You can kind of see a few fires going here across Arizona as well, but not too bad relatively speaking here across much of the Southwest. This is the chance of thunderstorms today. National Weather Service, San Diego, California put this out yesterday, and this is Tuesday morning through afternoon, and you can see it does exist all the way into the Los Angeles metro. Of course, much better chances here as you go across the higher terrain, Big Bear Lake here, even Joshua Tree National Park, for example. So heads up if you're traveling off eastbound on Highway 10 there or Interstate 15 towards 40 there as well. This is the high temperature forecast. Look at some of these nice seasonable temperatures here. Redding 99 degrees, Sacramento 88. Bring a jacket there, folks. And of course, if you really want to cool down, go out to Eureka or out to the coastline here. Let's look at San Francisco, only 62 degrees today. Warming trend this weekend coming up. Here you can see the return to some of the 100-degree mark here across some of the area. Bakersfield 102, Death Valley trying to get up towards 120 degrees again as we go on in through Sunday. This is Phoenix, Arizona. Isolated storm chances today. Better chances over the high terrain of south central Arizona and southeast California here. And of course, frequent lightning. Some of it can be deadly, as always with a lot of these storms here. And then heating back up here, a return of some major heat risk coming up, but not looking quite as high as it was a few days ago across some of the region. This is Northern Arizona monsoon outlook again here today, August 1st. And then we start to wind down the monsoon for a while here. And we'll take a look at that and some of the weather maps here in a moment. This is Las Vegas, Nevada. Check out this hydraulic outlook here, just off of Death Valley here, including Tonopah, Nevada here. The drive between Las Vegas and Reno would be included here. And they're talking about that monsoon moisture out there from southern Nevada into southwestern Utah, bringing the showers across the area, potential flash flooding impacts out there. And you might see some of those normally dry streams and arroyos out there and ponding of water on roadways. You might see some of those streams and those dry beds come to life here with some of this activity across the area. Always an interesting sight there across normally dry Nevada. Here we go. Stovepipe Wells 118, the high of the lower 48 states yesterday, and you can see up towards Montana, down towards 33 degrees as well. Phoenix going to return to some 110 degree heat here as we go on in through the end of the weekend. The weekend coming up, nice little break here, and it looks like I think we ended that streak there yesterday at 31 days of 110 plus for Phoenix. So it's kind of nice to put an end to that ridiculous record. Here we go with precipitable water anomaly, percentage of normal here, and we'll put this into motion. You can see the monsoon surge underway here. We've got some above average precipitable water in the area, but then look what happens here. The GFS just wants to shut things down here. Now we're scrolling way out over 100 hours. We're out at 150 hours and still not much relief in sight here from this the monsoon that I want to call it here. I heard somebody say that on Twitter, and just goes out over 200 hours here. So not a great sight there for monsoon lovers there across much of Arizona. And this is looking at the ensemble mean precipitable water as well on the European, and it shows something similar, just below average conditions here. It's kind of setting up shop here as we go 200 plus hours out. Still that strong signal here across much of the West. Here we go with lightning flash density potential. As we go on into this morning, you can see some of those popping up even close to San Diego there, right off the coastline. Then as we go through the afternoon hours today, you can see that develop across the higher terrain out towards Vegas here, some of Nevada, Arizona again as well. And then one more round here as we go through Wednesday before we finally start to get some relief across California. You'll see as we go into Thursday here, much of this activity moves up across Nevada, northern Nevada here, maybe northern California, kick off a thunderstorm here Thursday afternoon. But yeah, we're going to shut things down here across Arizona and California here as we go on in towards the end of the week here, the return of the ridge and the shutdown of the monsoon. Here's day one thunderstorm outlook, just kind of clipping the Los Angeles metro there. Does include San Diego today there. So I'll look towards the Sierra Nevada. I should mention that as well. Thunderstorm chance goes on today also. Day two, something similar there for the Sierra Nevada, but you notice it's been taken away from Southern California there. Maybe one more round of thunderstorms here as we go through Wednesday for Las Vegas, and then Nevada up there also. And then now we're going to take a look at 500 millibars, 18,000 feet. You can kind of see the weakness on the backside, the western periphery of this ridge here. And as we scroll through here on the GFS ensemble mean, you can see the rebuilding here of the ridge. It's not a bad ridge, but it's not the northern extent that it had in the previous days. So, you know, it's setting up here to be above average conditions here, and it's going to bring some heat with it, but it's nothing too extreme. I mean, 597 is fairly strong still, but at least it's not bubbled up all the way across Nevada and California here anyway. And this is what's going to shut down the monsoon also. So this, we're looking at 6 to 10 day temperature probability outlook, the west above average for the most part through August 10th here, and then kind of a mixed signal here across California, showing some troughing, trying to modify things a little bit here as we go towards mid-August. We'll watch that. Plenty of time to look at those details. This, however, is the concerning thing here, 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook. You can see that bullseye across Arizona there for a shutdown of the monsoon moisture all the way through August 14th coming up there. Now this is looking at the running total 24 hours GFS. And this is going on in through Thursday morning shown here, 24-hour running total. And then you can just see things kind of cut off here across California, Arizona. Now we're on in through Friday afternoon here and going into Saturday. You can just see not much in sight here as we continue to scroll out. We're now up over 150 hours out in the forecast here, and not a stitch of rain here for Arizona for a prolonged period of time here. That's going to be kind of interesting, but then maybe some signs of life return in the monsoon at the very end of the GFS run here, but that's so far out in fantasy land it's not worth anything right now. This is San Diego. Check it out. The NAM at 3 km as you go through Wednesday afternoon shows over 1/10 of an inch there for San Diego International Airport here. Yeah, we'll have to watch this and see. Maybe we'll get lucky and get some precipitation, some measurable precipitation over San Diego there. Los Angeles, maybe just a little bit of a blurb there as you go through Wednesday night into Thursday morning. No promises there, not a big signal. This is the NAM 3KM for Las Vegas. And you see as we go through the day to day, some of these stronger storms out here just to the west of Las Vegas. Heads up for that off to the north as you go through this afternoon as well. And then as we go through Wednesday morning, you can see kind of a surge of that activity move across the area and finally out of the region there. And that's where we're going to dry things off. So one more chance here today and tomorrow across Las Vegas, some of Nevada out there. Get some of those dry riverbeds running with any one of those showers that would pass over. Some deadly lightning possible with some of those storms as well. This is the Los Angeles metro here, San Diego down here. And again, across the higher terrain, better chances for today. You can see some of these storms popping off near Palm Springs out there. Heads up for that if you're traveling eastbound. Wednesday morning here, that's probably the last of that moisture before it moves out of the area, and we really shut down precipitation chances for a while across Southern California also. Sacramento, nice and seasonable here. Check it out, only into the 90s here through Thursday, but then that warm up starts again here as we go through the weekend, and then more seasonable off through the extended forecast. Something similar for Bakersfield, but at least we're not looking at the 115, 16, 117 degree temperatures that we were a few days ago, so thumbs up for that. Las Vegas going to bounce back those temperatures a bit here again this weekend as well, up over 105 degrees possible. And this is what we've been watching here. This is July. This is almost the entire month now. There it goes. We updated that. 1.35 degrees above average here. Much of the west baking here across New Mexico, Arizona, California, Nevada, all the way up through Washington, Oregon here as well, including the East Coast, the South, really only the plains, central and northern for the most part. Oklahoma below average here for the month of July also. And again, the yin and yang here, let me update that. You can see 0.37 above average here across the lower 48 so far this year. This goes January 1st on in through current, and the yin and yang between the west and the east continues on through this year. This is fire danger here, not looking too bad here, especially across a lot of the higher terrain of California. But there is a lot of growth that has occurred here as we went through the springtime. So there is that potential for some fire possibilities here at the lower elevations. So just keep that in the back of your mind. This is the U.S. monthly drought outlook here. I mentioned this in my other briefing here with the Pacific Northwest. You can see the yellow is drought development likely. A little bit of that going on across Northern California and some of eastern Arizona here as well, especially with the monsoon being shut down. This may occur here over the next couple of weeks. Drought persists across some areas, really one of the only areas of drought here across California and some of southern Nevada there as well, but not doing too bad here still for the state of California. Hopefully that continues on in through the summer months here. So anyway, yeah, enjoy that monsoon moisture for the last couple of days here. Then we're going to shut things down, and we'll continue to watch out through the extended to see if we have any fantasy troughs coming down as well. But yeah, I hope you guys are liking these videos. Click like and subscribe. We'll do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.